I'm Austin Nevin, I'm Head of Conservation here at the Courtauld, and I'm going to be talking today about the Robert H.N. Ho Library of Buddhist books in our collection. So I'm going to show you now some of the books that we have and the volumes that we have, which are quite unique and very hard to find elsewhere. We have publications which are about the history of art, about Buddhist sites and Buddhist objects, but also about conservation and technical study, which is a real strength here at the Courtauld. So I thought I would start with a volume which I edited, not because I want you to think that I am the program, indeed I am not, but rather to highlight for you some of the issues that are facing the conservation of works of art in Asia, which was a conference hosted in 2014 in Hong Kong. And as you can see in this volume, we have presentations about conservation of wall painting heritage in Bhutan, for example, in both Chinese and in English. And here you can see some of the examples of the beautiful wall paintings that we have worked on in Bhutan as part of the work in the conservation department here. So how about some other books that we have? Well, one of them is here, The Return of the Buddha, where sculptures were discovered in the Qingzhou, and we have amazing polychrome sculptures that were discovered in findings in China, and the study of these objects and their polychromy, as well as the conservation of them. Some of them are without heads, some of them are intact, like this one is a fantastic story of a 20th century discovery, which informs our understanding of trade and also the technology of Buddhist art. But it's not just in China that we're interested in Buddhism, of course. We also have a book of Buddhist remains in South India here, which contains a survey by Dr. Dayalan. And I was surprised to find this book of Mongolian Buddhist art from the Museum of Mongolia, 2 volumes here, which is a quite beautiful volume. And inside we have examples of painted tankas from different periods with wonderful descriptions, both in Mongolian and Russian and English, which contain descriptions of the iconography as well as descriptions of the works themselves. I first learned about Buddhist art when I went to Dunhuang, which is the focus of this volume here, a volume of the caves in Dunhuang. And this is a volume in Chinese, which describes the caves in detail, as well as the survey of the paintings there. We also have a Japanese volume of the corpus of this mural paintings along the Silk Road, which is a conference proceedings from 2006. And indeed, conference proceedings are something that we have many of related to the conservation of wall paintings in Japan, in China, and in India. And these conference proceedings are some things that you might be interested in consulting here in the department. We also have a beautiful book here of artifacts and of Buddhist works on textile, as well as Buddhist works on sculptures and works of art in other media. And these texts are in Chinese, Japanese, English, and other languages. So you might need a good knowledge of these to be able to read some of these texts. So I'd like you, please, to come and visit the Ho collection, and I'd like you also to think about the various connections that you might find here, which are quite unique.